As you know, I just did the sound check, and one thing to note, that after you run the bike at idle, even for a minute, that exhaust is hot. So I'm gonna have to wait for all this stuff to cool down before I can start taking it apart. So it'll be a minute. All right, my peoples, stay tuned. Alright, so first step. Now pay close attention, because there's a difference in the installation and removal instructions for 2015 to 16 and 17 and beyond. So this is an 18, so we're of course going to go to 17 and beyond. Alright, so loosen the existing muffler clamps on the front of your stock mufflers. So that would be this here. Let's loosen these. I was kind of loose because I already broke that loose. Man, it was a lot nicer in here when I had the garage door open. This is a 15 millimeter. Yeah, all right, that's plenty loose. It says remove the two M8 bolts securing the mufflers to the stock muffler bracket. Save all hardware and spacers to be reused during install. Alright. And I believe that is a 13. But I'm going to have to use my universal wrench, or swivel, whatever you want to call it. That's a lot of extensions. So it was hard, a bit too difficult to go in through the way they suggested. So I'm going in through the other way. And it's not gonna work either. Bitch. Let's see. Oop. There we go. Hell yeah. This is the fun part. Stock cans are off. Yay. And it's not easy. Well, it's not the hardest thing in the world to do, but it most certainly requires some additional effort. So keep that in mind. And you're gonna breathe heavy, like I am right now. All right, so on to the next step. Remove stock mufflers by sliding them back. Did that. Note, penetrating oil may be required. Probably. Yep. Reinstall original muffler mounting hardware and spacers into original mounting locations. Great. Now I gotta remember where these things came off. So that there. Would that go there? That looks about right. I think. Hopefully. Install original muffler mounting hardware and spacers into original mounting locations. Bolt go through the stock on the wheel side of the bracket like that. Loosely mount. Install supplied mounting bracket as shown in the hardware section using the M8 lock nuts number 9. M8 lock nuts number 9. Like that. That. Leave bracket loose for alignment. Alright, now time to go set up the mufflers. Attach all hose clamps to both heat shield assemblies so that the bolt to the sun side and the nut is facing up as shown in figure 1. Figure 1 is right there. So in other words, do it like this. So that way you can screw it with a Phillips head screwdriver down and tighten it onto the muffler from the top of the bike down, not on the ground going up. Makes sense? Alright, install the heat shield assemblies with the clamps over both muffler casings. Tighten the hose clamps to secure both heat shields to the mufflers. The rear and front muffler will be sticking out roughly 1/4 of an inch from the heat shield assembly. Make sure to align the muffler end slash with the heat shield slash so that they are parallel. 0.25s on the mic. I think that is close enough for government work. Tighten it down. Oh, that's a nice breeze. Alright, so just for reference purposes, I want to measure the two cans. Well, the potato cannon that comes stock and the more sleeker, much more sexier looking slash cuts that we purchased. So, Vance and Hines slash cut measures in at we'll go 18 inches long. Alright, well, let's take the whole thing into account. 18.5 inches. The stock comes in at a whopping 2 feet, 2.5 feet. So roughly about 18.5, 24. Yeah. That is a major difference. And you can just look at how much I mean, it's not even funny. That's crazy. But hey, they gotta make them in compliance for the world, Polaris does. So that way they can sell them everywhere. Somebody's been scraping their exhaust. Naughty, naughty. You getting bit?
Not yet.
That voice you hear in the background is the lovely Mrs. F. Or Miss. Mrs. Ms. There is one that's unisex. That can be used.
Not about unisex.
That can be used because like how.
Unisex.
Hold on, no, I know that was a poor choice, but Mr. it will designate man, married or not, and a woman has the same designation. I just don't know which one it is.
Miss.
Miss. We'll go with Miss. That's easier to remember.
You still messed it up.
Miss F. I was thinking of a different name for you. Let's call you BAP.
I hate you.
Why? BAP. You know what BAP means? It's an acronym. Huh? I came up with it on my own. I'm pretty proud of myself. No? You're not interested?
Not really.
You happy with Miss?
Sure.
Miss F? Mrs. F? Miss F? Yes. No? Okay, Girl Scout. G-U-R-L? Girl. You gotta have a name. Yes?
Yeah.
Miss. Miss F?
Sure.
Well, I mean, F is your favorite word.
You're not lying.
It. She's camera shy. She's all stunning in her white basketball shorts that match her skin.
I hate you.
She is almost translucent.
That is not true.
No, she is translucent. All right, so we got a 1/4 inch. I like it. All right, let's Miss F do a quality check. One moment. All right, I just want to reiterate how I got the measurement that they were requiring, and they want you to have, this is a 1/4 inch of the chrome. No, the rear end muffler's taking out roughly 1/4 inch. I just did it from the top of the slash, like so. Took my calipers, measured in 1/4 inch roughly, and tighten it down right there. Make sure it is parallel. Looks like it's still come over to my right a little bit more. I think that looks decent like that. Do the measurement again. I'm gonna take it, tighten her down. TBD top muffler, so we're gonna install that one last, I'm assuming. So let's get this finished up. All right, install the barrel band clamps. That's this right here, over the front and rear muffler, so that the bolt is facing up for the rear muffler and the bolt is down for the front. So the rear muffler, so up for the rear, and down for the front. The rear muffler is the one with the Vance And Hines logo. Oh crap. And then down for the front. Slide mufflers onto the head pipes. The muffler with the Vance And Hines logo goes on the rear cylinder head pipe top. Slide the dog bone nut plates which are, I believe, up there. Side dog bone nut plates inside the bracket that are welded to the back side of the muffler bodies. Like so. So, let's start with the bottom one first. It doesn't say to do it that way, but why not? Side of the dog bone nut plates into the brackets that are welded to the back side of the muffler bodies, and attach the muffler body to the mounting bracket using a 2 5/16 by 18 by 5/8 flange head bolts. Note, leave them loose at this time. Flange head bolts. 3, 4. In case it didn't come up in the other video, the barrel band clamp for the bottom muffler, the bolt head goes on the bottom. And then for the top one, it faces up. That's actually pretty easy. Ooh. I took these bottom ones off because I didn't like the way they felt when I got them started. The last thing I want to do is cross thread something. So. There we go. That feels better. Man, I like the way that looks better already. Align mufflers in tighten hardware, beginning with the M8 flange and hex bolts on the mounting brackets. Now, don't smoke one all the way down and then go ahead and tighten the other. Bring one down snug, right? And then move to the other one and bring that other one down snug, and then go ahead and start tightening down. It's just a habit I got into. I like applying even pressure to everything I tighten down. Alright, so we got that done. Now all that's left to do is tighten these barrel band clamps, and there is a torque setting, 45 foot-pounds. I'm sorry. I do have a foot-pound torque wrench. What I don't have is the Allen head driver for a torque wrench. So I am going to use my best judgment as far as what 45 foot-pounds feels like, and then I'm going to Harbor Freight and I'm purchasing a 5mm hex head driver and then applying a proper torque to it. So it looks like we're about done here. I'll tell you what, man, I'm really excited. Let me get this tightened down. And I want to make sure these bands are being hidden. Behind the pipes so you don't see them. Obviously, that's what hidden means here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go and click, click, calibrated elbow. Click, click, calibrated elbow. All right, so I have everything tightened down. I just need to torque those barrel band clamps to 45 foot-pounds, and I need to run out into the hardware store and get a Allen head driver, hex driver, whatever you want to call it, because I don't have one in the number 5. But one thing that I neglected to do, and I wanted to make sure I brought this up, is I did not wipe the chrome mufflers off before I put the heat shields on. So my fingerprints and, you know, my oils and all the residues on my hands are currently on those mufflers. But here's the thing, it's not gonna be exposed. It's gonna be under that black heat shield. So I think I'm gonna leave it that way. I don't feel like taking all this off, just so that I can wipe it down, put it back on a part that's not gonna be seen. So excuse me. Little advice on my part: if that bothers you, if that worries you, make sure that you wipe that off before you put the heat shields on. And then while you're putting the heat shields on, make sure you wear gloves, some latex or knit real gloves. I like the black ones. I'm partial to black, as you can see. Well, there you have it. Stock potato cannons removed. Vance and Hines twin slash cut mufflers installed. No baffles. I'm gonna try them out without the baffles. The 4 boxes, there's 4 boxes I got hanging over in the corner. Those have the quiet baffles in them. And if I think it's too loud or my neighbors complain about it, then I will install the quiet baffles. But I heard the quiet baffles really don't do much to tame these anyway, so. But at least I say I made an effort. And, you know, initial impressions and thoughts. Installation procedure was really easy. There's nothing really difficult about it. There was nothing unexpected. It was simply bolt off and bolt back on. So even if you're not the most handiest person, you can do this. Follow the directions, maybe use 1 or 2 of the tips that I provided for you in the video, and you'll be fine. It's really not that complicated. The looks, I mean, I think it looks good. I think it looks really good. It matches the stock heat shields really well. I mean, it almost looks stock. It really does. To me, it almost looks stock. The one knock that I have so far is, but this is my fault. When you're installing the heat shields, before you take them out of this protective wrapping, make sure you have a cloth down, a soft microfiber cloth or a towel or something to protect the finish of it. I was, rushing myself because I wanted to get this installed. Didn't do it, and it's scratched up the finish a little bit. Nothing too noticeable, I don't think. I can see it, but it's because I know what I'm looking for. Other than that, I think it looks good. I really do. The quality of the parts were pretty good as well. Nice welds. I think the machining is good. I think they look good. I think the chrome tips provide a little bit enough of a contrast and matches some of the other chrome on the bike. So, all right, enough of my rambling on. There you go, Vance and Hines twin/cut exhaust installed, and I like it. It looks good. I think it fits the bike really well. I do.